up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Annalise, and in this video I'm going to be doing a little Q&A because I feel like you guys need to get to know me better. I have not a couple of questions. I actually have a lot of questions to answer, and I think a fly just flew by. I don't know, I've been having trouble with flies inside my house and I have no idea where they're coming from. Can someone please tell me where could they possibly be coming from, because all my windows are closed. So the first question is, how old are you and when is your birthday? I am 23 years old. My birthday is March 19. I was born in 1999, obviously. I'm 23. And someone also asked, what is my zodiac sign? That is the next question. My zodiac sign is a Pisces. I'm a Pisces girl. So if you are a Pisces, comment down below to join the Pisces gang. The next question is, what's your favorite color? So my favorite color has to be either black, white, or green. Those are my top three. Anything that has that neutral tone, I really love. And the kind of green that I really like is that nature color green, like behind me right now. These little plants, I love that color green of grass or plants or leaves. The next question is, do I speak Spanish? Claro que sí, que yo hablo español. Mi mamá solamente habla español, así que yo hablo español con ella, pero mi papá habla inglés, así que yo hablo inglés con él. What's your guilty pleasure food? My guilty pleasure food has to be either pizza or wings. I'm a sucker for pizza. I never get tired of pizza. I live in New York, so the pizza is really good here, and I just could eat like 5 slices. Alright, I'm being a little dramatic. I can eat like more than 1 slice, maybe 3, and I'll be satisfied. How tall are you? I am about 5'5", almost 5'6". I do say 5'6" just to give myself a little bit more height, but I am 5'5" and a half. Almost 5'6", so I am 5'6". I am 5'6", okay? The next question is, do you know how to drive? I actually do know how to drive. I've had my license for 3 years. I just don't have a car at the moment. I just don't like driving that much, but I definitely overcomes my fear of driving, so I'm really proud of myself for that. I've always had a fear of being behind the wheel before I got my license, and I was super nervous my first time I took my road test. So I failed the first time and I ended up passing the second time. The second time the girl was really nice and she let me slide my parallel parking, because I suck at parallel parking. If I had to parallel park for a test again, I would probably fail at that again. How long have you been training, and what would you tell beginners at the gym? So actually this month, June, I will make 3 years of my fitness journey. I don't know the exact date I started my fitness journey, but I do know I started in June. What I would tell a beginner at the gym is to be patient with your results. Results do not come fast and easy. We'll just wait for the ice cream truck to pass by. So what I was saying was that if the results come too quick and you rush your progress, I don't think the results will be as good, in my opinion. Always have a plan or a goal before you go into the gym. If you don't have a plan or a goal, it will be very unorganized for you, and I feel like that will be more of a tendency to quit. But if you have a plan, you know exactly what you're doing and you know exactly what you're heading for. So definitely have a plan and a goal. Also, be kind to yourself. The gym is not only about the physical results, it's also about how you can mentally grow and how strong you can become mentally and physically. What countries to travel this year? I want to travel to Dominican Republic for sure. I haven't traveled to Dominican Republic just yet, and I really want to go because I am part Dominican and I really want to experience the culture there, and I would feel like I am home. My brother actually was there not too long ago and he told me, you should really go. You're gonna feel so comfortable there and you're gonna feel like you're in your homeland, and I want to experience that for sure. Next question is, where are you from and what's your ethnicity? I am Dominican and Puerto Rican. My mom is Puerto Rican and my dad's Dominican, so I'm half and half. I am from New York, born and raised. What was it like growing up in New York? So, growing up in New York was fun. I would say it was definitely fun, but growing up, we did struggle as a family, and even though we struggled as a family, we still made the best out of it, and we still were very grateful for what we had. And we didn't have much toys or electronics, so we would make fun out of just being in the neighborhood and playing in the streets. Growing up in New York in general was a good thing, especially Times Square. Visiting Times Square almost every weekend, my family and we will go to the big Toys R Us in Times Square. It's not there anymore. It is now H&M, and I'm so sad because I have nostalgia for that, and I'm sad it's not there anymore because I won't be able to take my kids there when I do have kids. What type of music do you listen to? So, okay, it depends on my mood. Like, if I'm in my bag, if I'm sad, then I'll listen to Drake type of music, some R&B, some sad music, or I will listen to rap and trap music, and that is what I listen to in the gym, and that's what gets me hyped the most. Favorite vacation you have taken? I only visited Puerto Rico, Florida, and I think that's about it. But my favorite vacation has to be Puerto Rico. I enjoyed Puerto Rico so freaking much. I actually been there more than 5 times in my lifetime, and I will be going there again this year. Next question is, what made me start my fitness journey? Alright, so this is a big question for me, so please bear with me if my answer is pretty long. Be patient with me. Initially, in the beginning, I had a goal which was to gain weight and build muscle. As a teenager growing up, I've always wanted to gain weight. I was very insecure about my weight. I felt like I was always too skinny, and a lot of people growing up would tell me, oh my god, you're so skinny. I feel like, in my opinion, it's still body shaming if you tell someone that they're too skinny. And it would go to the point where people would ask me if I even eat, and I actually had trouble eating, so it made me insecure about being skinny. Mentally, before I started my fitness journey, I was not in a good place. I was actually going through depression, and I was not in a good place with myself. I felt like I wasn't good enough for anyone. I felt like I wasn't good enough even for myself, and I did not love myself. Hence the reason why I got that tattoo on my waist, which means love yourself first. And yeah, I really wanted to gain weight. I wasn't mentally stable, and I feel like my direction towards fitness will help me mentally grow and as a result get physical progress. But before that time, I had trouble eating. I would only eat 1 meal a day, literally 1 meal. I would eat till like I gag, and it still wasn't enough. So fitness has helped me eat more, because I knew if I wanted to see progress, I had to eat more meals. So I progressively started eating more, and yeah, I started my fitness journey because of that, and here I am today, much healthier mentally and physically, and I'm so grateful, and I'm never gonna regret that moment of me deciding, okay, I'm going to the gym and I'm gonna do this, and I did it, and I'm super proud of myself for that. Next question is, how did you become an influencer, and what tips do you have? So I became an influencer on TikTok in the beginning. I started posting my workouts for fun. I never knew how far it would take me. I never had the intention of becoming an influencer until I posted my transformation video. This was my 1-year transformation. If you remember that video, you are an OG. And then I started posting more transformation, posting more of my workouts, and also started posting more educational videos to help other people who are like me. And from there on out, I created a YouTube channel, and I filmed a Q&A. How ironic, because I'm filming a Q&A right now. That was my first video. I posted a Q&A and I talked about my fitness journey, which I want to do another video on because it's been 3 years, and I really wanted to update you guys on my fitness journey. That also got exposure, and then I started posting on Instagram more, so I took it to Instagram. Now I have all 3 platforms, and I'm trying to be more consistent on YouTube. So I'm trying to like get more ideas to film more. So this is a little Q&A to start it off, because from here on out, I'm going to be more consistent on YouTube. So stay tuned and subscribe. It's been a long year being on social media, and I'm super grateful for the family that it has brought me. And yeah. So the tip that I have for becoming an influencer is to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, because you are sharing your life on social media publicly and a lot of people are going to watch you. So just be comfortable with being uncomfortable and share what you want to share and what's comfortable for you. But if certain things make you feel uncomfortable and you really want to talk about it, try to face that fear, because you don't realize how many lives you're impacting and how many lives you're influencing, and you may change people's lives. Listen to your audience. If your audience has a bunch of questions that they have been wanting to know about you or of you, answer them. Listen to your audience. It's super important. Tell them what they want to know, and again, if it's something that you don't want to share, be patient with yourself whenever you're ready. Personality is a big thing. The more you show yourself and who you are, the more people get to know you. So be yourself, show your personality, and a lot of people will relate to you, and they will feel like they know you, and that's what makes you grow a connection with you and your audience. And I feel like because I've shown a lot of myself on social media, I've definitely grown a connection with my audience, and I feel like I know them and they know me. And even by me making this video, answering your questions, you're getting to know me better, and that's important too to me, and hopefully it's important to you guys to get to know me better. Next question is, drum rolls please. What is the next question? I lost myself. So what is one thing you can't imagine your life without? One thing I can't imagine my life without is my family. Family is super important to me. You guys are my family too, and you guys are very important to me, and I cannot imagine my life without my family. They're super supportive. You guys are super supportive with me. You guys don't judge me, and my family, blood related, they don't judge me. They support me. Anything that makes me happy, they're there for me, and they do not doubt me, and I appreciate them so much, and I appreciate you guys. Next question is, tell us about your family. So I have 2 older brothers. I am the youngest of all 3 siblings, also the only girl, so I am the brat of the family. Okay. But my parents have been separated since I was 1, so I don't ever remember having both parents in my life together. But I do visit my dad over the weekends, especially growing up. My mom was born here, but she was raised in Puerto Rico since she was a baby. My dad was born in Dominican Republic, and he migrated to Puerto Rico, and that is where he met my mom. And they had my brother, my oldest brother, and they moved here to New York, and then they separated as soon as I was born. Anytime we do meet up, it's always a fun time. We do crack jokes, we make fun of each other, but anytime we get together, it's a fun time. We blast music, we love dancing. We like dancing bachata, we like dancing salsa, merengue. My older brothers are protective of me. They let me free though. As I got older, they set me free, but they were always very protective of me. So when I met Anthony, I was super scared to tell them about him. And I was so scared to tell my dad. My dad was overprotective of me too. He was that ethnic parent who was very strict. Did you play sports growing up? So I played basketball in middle school, but I did enjoy watching sports with my dad. I would specifically watch baseball with him all the time. We are Yankees fans all the way. If you're a Boston fan, I'm sorry, but Yankees all the way. Next question is, ¿de qué parte de República Dominicana es tu familia? La parte de la familia de mi papá es de Santiago. Nunca lo visité, pero este año yo lo voy a visitar. The next question is, what is something you tell your younger self? Do you think she would be proud? Something I would tell my younger self is, it's okay to not be okay. I'm talking to you, girl. My younger self, let me stop because I'm gonna cry. I would tell my younger self that in the end, everything is gonna turn out okay for you. And I know you have a lot of goals, and I know you wanna be something big one day. And you are in the process of growing right now, and be patient with yourself. You're going to grow into this amazing young woman that you are, and you're beautiful. My younger self would definitely be proud of who I am today. I right now am proud of who I am today, and my younger self would be smiling at me right now, and I just want to let her know that we made it, but we didn't make it as far as we want to just yet, but we'll get there. If you didn't do what you do now, what career path would you have taken? Alright, so I've always, super crazy, I just want to tell you guys a little story real quick. I don't know if you believe in tarot cards, but I read my tarot cards one day, and it told me that I was gonna be famous in some kind of way. Like, I was gonna be known. It was gonna be like on social media or on TV or whatever it was. And at that time, I didn't even begin my fitness journey, so I was like, well, why would I be famous on social media or on TV, or how would I be big and be like rich and stuff? And I would question myself like, nah, those are fake, like those tarot cards aren't true. And little did I know that I ended up growing a platform. The career path I wanted to take was psychology, and I've always wanted to help people in a certain type of way, whether it's physical or mentally. I wanted to become a nurse also, so it was always that path that I wanted to take, and to help people in some kind of way. And if it wasn't social media, it would definitely be helping people in some kind of way, either hands-on or mentally. But I do like to listen to people and listen to their problems and try to give them advice in any type of way. So the fact that I'm on social media helping people, it's what makes me love what I do. And it's not just about the money, or it's not just about me being very successful and rich one day. Like, it's also about me enjoying what I love to do, and I feel like this is exactly where I'm meant to be, and God has a plan for me, and this definitely is it for me. Next question is, did you go to college? Did I go to college? Okay, so I did 1 year of college, and then that's when fitness took over my life, and social media too. So I decided to drop out of school and focus on this. I don't want to look back and say I should have went to school, but I should finish school, you know, like hopefully this year I can find the time to do at least online school, because I really wanted to finish my education, because education is so important, and that's something that I've been thinking about lately. But I dropped out of school for a reason, and that is to focus on my dreams and what I really want to accomplish. One day I will finish. Oh, this stupid fly. Oh my gosh. What keeps you going on days you don't feel confident? Ooh. The days I don't feel confident, those are the days that drain me the most, because that comes with body dysmorphia. That also comes with not feeling good enough, and it's hard when I don't feel confident. I have to remind myself of who I am. I have to remind myself of how much progress I have made. That's basically what keeps me going, the progress that I have made. Also talking to someone or journaling. Shout out to my boyfriend for making me feel confident on those days where I tell him, babe, I don't feel as confident, like I'm not feeling good, and he just knows exactly what to say to me, and I'm so grateful for him, because he helps me and he keeps me going too. So, and my audience, my family on social media is what keeps me going. You guys don't judge me, and when I tell you guys I'm feeling down and I'm not feeling confident, or I'm not feeling motivated, you guys help me in so many ways. Your DMs, your comments, I read over it and I'm like, oh my god, wow, like I feel so loved, and I just want to tell you guys that I love you so much. Next question is, do you and your boyfriend live together? I'm a super clean person and struggle with my partner. Sis, I feel you because I'm a super clean person too. And let me tell you. Okay, so I used to nag. We do live together, by the way. But I used to nag my boyfriend all the time and tell him, put your clothes in the laundry bin. Pick up after yourself. I would nag him, nag him, nag him. But then I realized that nagging doesn't work. The more you nag, the more they don't want to do it. So I communicated with him. I told him, listen, like, I want to live this way and I want to be comfortable in my own home just as much as you want to be comfortable. So what makes me feel comfortable is that you clean up after yourself. I'm not going to nag. I'm going to tell you, listen, this doesn't belong here, but I'm not going to argue with you. And sometimes I do get angry. I do catch myself getting angry, and that is something that I'm working on. I try not to get super angry to the point that an argument starts, because that's how argument starts when you talk about cleaning lists in the house. How did you and your boyfriend meet? Okay, so we met when I was really young. We met when I was 11 years old. So we didn't become boyfriend and girlfriend right away, but we met when I was 11. He is actually my best friend's brother, and at the beginning I did not like him. A lot of my friends had a crush on him, and I would tell them, like, what do you see in him? Because I don't see what you're seeing. My dog just... A few years later, you know, we grow older, we go through puberty, and, you know, we start glowing up and stuff. And he would look at me in this type of way, like I knew he would like me. I knew he liked me, so I was like, hey, what's up? Do you like me or not? Do you have a crush on me? Next question is, before becoming an influencer, what was your job previously? Okay, so I had 2 jobs before becoming an influencer. Actually, I had 3. Yeah, I have 3. And my first job was working in a deli, in a bodega here in New York. That was rough because customers can be really rude. Honestly, customers in general can be rude here in New York, not gonna lie. It was alright. I got to interact with a lot of people, a lot of nice people, but also a lot of rude people. I've also worked at a gym and a smoothie bar, and I started making smoothies, and then I got another job at the time. I had 2 jobs. So I was working at that gym, and then I got another job at another smoothie bar in a GNC. I forgot to mention that I had a job working with my boyfriend's family. I don't know why I forgot that, but I would work from home and I would do paperwork, like invoices and stuff for the business. But yeah, so I had 3 jobs at one time. So working from home and the 2 smoothie bars, and then my first job was the bodega. What inspires you in life? What inspires me in life is my parents, and there's a reason why they inspire me, and it's because even though we struggled, even though we've been through times where we didn't know where we were going to live next, and specifically my mom, because me and my 3 brothers lived with my mom and then would visit my dad on the weekends, she would struggle a lot, and my dad would be supportive as he can, and he would work hard to support us, and my mom tried her best to make sure that we were all good and we lived under a roof. That is what inspires me, because she and he made it happen for us, and they made something out of nothing, and that's exactly where my life is. I'm making something out of nothing. I would work multiple jobs to have something, and those jobs kept me going, and this job keeps me going, and the fact that my parents made something out of nothing. Next question is, besides working out and cooking, what do you enjoy doing for fun? Okay, so I like reading. Okay, I know that's boring. My life is boring. I like reading. I like going for walks for fun. I also like taking little vacays for fun. So going on vacation is super fun to me. I mean, who doesn't like vacation? How are you gonna be mad on vacation? Like Kanye said. But my life is not that much fun, but I make the best out of it, and I like spending time with my boyfriend, watching Netflix. We are currently watching Stranger Things. We have to finish it. I don't know, like we used to be able to finish an entire season in 2 days. Now we're like super busy, so we finish seasons really slowly now, but we gotta get on that. Do you have any pets? Yes, I actually have a dog. He's an American Bully, and what makes me sad is that American bullies in general, big dogs that are known to be vicious, are discriminated. If you could go back, what would you change about your fitness journey? I wouldn't change anything. Anytime someone asks me and say, hey, would you go back and change this and this about your life? And I always say, honestly, everything that has happened in my life in the past is what made me who I am today. If I changed anything in my past, my future outcome wouldn't be the same. Any mistakes I made, I have learned them. Failure is much more valuable than we think. Failure is something that I have overcome, and it has bettered me, and it has mentally made me a better person because I'm not so afraid of failure, and I feel stronger enough to tackle any task or any goal that I want. So I wouldn't go back and change anything in my fitness journey. Do you have any insecurities? Yes, I have insecurities. I have flaws that I'm not confident about, but I embrace my flaws and I admire how unique I am. And that is what made me more confident throughout the past years. I wasn't confident about certain flaws, but now I don't care what anybody thinks. And that is something that I grew out of in the past year. I stopped caring what anybody thinks because then it makes me overthink and it puts me in my head too much, and that's what makes me stress out about my insecurities. And I do have them, yes, and they do come to haunt me sometimes, but I snap back. That is it for all these questions. I really enjoyed doing this video because I love answering the questions that you guys are the most curious about, and I've seen these questions consistently and I feel like I haven't answered some of these questions, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and comment down below. And it is super helpful when you do comment because the algorithm starts working in its favor. But subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love you. Mwah.